up, guys? George Price here at gprice883 on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/GeorgePrice883. www.georgeprice883.com. Guys, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? How are you doing? For my fam on Facebook, hey, I told you something's gonna happen. Either I'm gonna get motivation from one of my mentors or those people that I look at on Facebook and come back to you with a nice little post on my wall, or do what I'm doing now, make you a video. All right, and I'm gonna tell you guys, this video that I'm about to make for you, or this knowledge that I'm about to drop, because I'm about to drop some knowledge on you guys, it's something that's gonna help probably a good 80 to 85% of you, okay? I'm not going to go all the way and say 100%, simply because some people just don't listen, or they don't apply, or they think they, like, I don't need that advice, or maybe it just won't reach certain people, okay? But here goes, guys. And I'm going to, I'm going to pull over and really get into this. So let me pull over. Hold on one second there, guys. I'm gonna pull over. We're in a different part of the lakefront today, so we're gonna pull over. All right. So let me do my little deal, so that way, I won't have anybody saying like, "Oh my gosh, George, you're driving," and nah, we're not gonna do that right now, because I want you guys to be fully attentive and listen to what I'm about to say. All right. Look at those driving skills. You see that? Switching hands on you guys and everything, man. All right, guys. So, take the seatbelt off. And, guys, you know what? I can't. Well, can I? No, I can't. I was going to reverse the cam for you. But, it's all good. All right, guys. So, here we go. Today's message to you. All right? Guys, and this is going to be more of a personal development message, okay? It's not going to be anything, well, it's going to be kind of, you can relate it to, marketing or anything like that if you want to, but this is going to be mainly about personal development, all right? Let me give you my story. If you guys don't know, or if you don't follow me on Facebook, you don't know my story, I'm going to tell it to you really quick, all right? 42 years old. From New Orleans. I lived in Japan for 13 years. I relocated back to the States last year, in 2012, okay? I transferred to work a job with Citibank as a business analyst, okay, financial. And shortly after coming back to the States in 2012, which that was when the transfer was, my mom was, she was diagnosed with rectal cancer, okay? She's recovered now. I'm very happy. She's been in remission, or she went out of remission, should I say, about a year ago. So things are kind of like, she's back to normal. Family's back to normal. And, things are happy. But, like I said, 2012, I transferred back to the States for a job with Citi. Nice, cushiony, six-figure salary, right? So I was there. And let's see, October I came to the States. October 2012, I came to the States. November-ish, I was informed by my mom about the cancer. February 2013, I was fired, laid off, whatever you want to call it, from the job at Citibank. All right? Hey, it happens, right? October of 2013, I relocated back to New Orleans. All right? Now, since then, what I've been doing, I'm not working a full-time job with Citi. That's done. I'm not working any full-time job or anything. My main source of income is online marketing, affiliate marketing, coaching, doing, making money online, whichever way, all right? Now, guys, I gave you all of that information. I told you all of that, and I'm telling you that so that I can say this to you. All right. A lot of you watching this video right now, you're suffering, you're failing, you don't have confidence, you lack faith. A lot of these things, just aren't there. Let me help you out, all right, and tell you what will change that, okay? So, in marketing, a lot of times, okay, we're told to fake it until we make it, right? A lot of times it works. I've seen proof of it, okay? It works. I haven't done it personally myself, but I know it works, okay? I've seen others do it, and I'm seeing it working for them. But I'm not the type person that feels, that I need to fake anything, okay? I want to be real. I want to be real with you guys. I want you guys to know, that I'm just like you. I'm more like you than you possibly think I am, okay? But the reason why I'm saying the fake it until you make it is not really the way to go is because I've done things in life, okay? Like I said, I'm 42 years old. I've done things in life that I did not have to fake it, and I made it. I worked in finance in Japan for not the full 13 years, for about 9 years, 10 years, okay? 9 years. And I went into this job like through my specialty, which is IT, okay? I fix computers, that's what I did. And I was an IT guy. I was a geek, okay? That helped me to get a job in Japan as a IT help desk person for Lehman Brothers, all right? From there, then that's without a college education, okay? Follow me, okay? So for those of you that feel like, oh gosh, I can't do blah, 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 and yes, I understand. I did this in Japan. It's different in the States, and it's probably difficult for a Japanese person, without certain credentials or certain levels of education to do these things, but follow along, okay? So, no college education, no previous financial IT history, background, any of that, okay? But I was able to work at Lehman Brothers on their help desk, okay? Did that for a couple of years, moved around to different banks, working on the help desk. And basically a help desk is this. I mean, it's like your call center, okay? People internally in the office, they'll call you, want to know what's going on, answer the phone, I answer emails, what have you. I help them solve the problem. Traders, if you guys know about traders are guys they're making lots of money, and they feel that they need to be treated special every moment, okay? I dealt with that, no problem. I'm just a personable type person, all right? But anyway, going from that job, okay, I was able to transfer back to the U.S. My mom gets cancer. Wow. At the time, while I was in Japan, I probably would come back to the States every 2 years. I really didn't come back to the States that much. I'm the type person, and a lot of you probably are familiar with people like this, but I'm perfectly fine with being away from family or away from, like immediate loved ones, like blood relation for periods of time like that. I can do it at the drop of a hat. I wouldn't say introvert. There's a word for it, but I'm that type person, okay? I can go away and just, no problem. I find more of a home in Japan than I do in the States. But oddly enough, my taking this job with Citi, transferring back to the States, I ended up finding out that my mom was diagnosed with rectal cancer. So, normally what would I have done? And this is the funny part. So, I lost my job with Citi in February of 2013. Okay? I'll be quite honest with you. Normally, I most likely would have went back to the States. Back to Japan, for the place that I thought of as home after I lost this job. But instead, I ended my contract, or finished out my contract with my apartment that I had in New York, and relocated to New Orleans to be with my mom. Okay, during this time, and I've been here ever since. Okay, and all things happen for a reason, right? Let me give you some more. Okay, so from there, I when I was in Japan, like some time ago, I worked out in the gym. I've never been like an obese person, like overly overweight or anything like that. But I have. I mean, anyone, you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I'm fat, I'm bloated, I'm this, I'm that. Those things come over, right? And I just had probably in my late or early 30s, I want to say. I just thought of this notion in my head, like, hey, by the time I am 40, okay, I picked the age of 40 because in my early 30s, I was like, gosh, when I'm 40, I'm gonna be old. I'm not old. So are you youngsters? But my thing was I wanted to be in a decent physical condition to whereas I can, enjoy times with my kids. I can enjoy time with, just friends, doing things physically, what have you, and not feel the stresses of being, an overweight or obese person or anything like that, right? And look at me today, okay? When I first, and I've never been like I never gotten over, well, maybe I have. I've never really gotten over 200 pounds, okay? When I graduated high school in 1991, I was 125 pounds, okay? Right now, I'm around 145, 150-ish, maybe a little bit more, 150, 155. When I first came back to the States, or when I first came to New Orleans in October 2013, I was around 188 pounds, okay? Because and this is the thing, and this is why I'm telling you, faking it until you make it is not always the way to do it, okay? Instead of faking it until you make it, mentally embrace what you want and the things that you're aspiring for, okay? And the reason why is because just by mentally putting this in my head and just foreseeing things happening, all right? I'm a 42-year-old male that weighs around 140, 50 pounds, okay? And this happened basically not through me, like spending, years and years and tons of hours inside of a gym or anything like that, but just because I mentally put in my head that, and I vision it, like me being in decent shape, my body looking a certain way, different things like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near that right now. Guys, I get ragged on by my family, picked on by my family, okay? My only family here, okay? And I spoke to you guys about this yesterday, about, like tendencies of gathering new people, as opposed to having your family and your friends be the people that you do things with when you start doing new things, right? But my family, they hadn't seen me in years. And I have family that haven't seen me in years. Even my mom, okay? When I first started losing weight, which was like last summer, I guess I dropped quite a bit because of the heat here. And that was just from running, okay? Running and changing my diet, not, like being a gluttonous, person of eating a lot. But changing my diet and such like that, or just not eating as much and running in this heat in New Orleans. And guys, if you follow me, when I work out, it's not like I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm going to tell you that right now. I'll run for 20, 30 minutes max, okay, on a day. And I may do that 3 times a week. I may go to the gym 3 times a week. If I do more, it just happens to be a good week, okay, because I train with my cousin. Another thing, mentally embrace things, okay? But here's the thing. Family will look at me and say, you look like a crackhead because I've lost so much weight. Mentally, physically, I look at myself and I look at my health. I know what my health is like. I know my capabilities, what I can physically do compared to these family members or friends or what have you that are telling me like, wow, you look like a crackhead because I don't have the fat face and all this crazy stuff. But I'm just like, wow, you know, if I just tune into what they're telling me and mentally embrace it, I know quickly I'll become what I don't want to become again, which is larger in weight and the person that I haven't envisioned myself being, in the years to come. Okay? So, this is what I want to say to you guys. Start mentally embracing those things that you want to change for your life. Start mentally embracing that person that you want to become. Okay? Because out of nowhere, okay, it's almost like it's almost like a puppet, right? Your brain, this thing here, not the hat, the brain is the puppet, okay? Your body, you're the puppet. This is the puppet master, the little strings and stuff like that are going to go, okay? But you're controlling everything that your body does here, all right? So once you put it inside of your head that this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to do it, this is what you're going to be, then that's what you're going to be. If you put an exact number on it, you can get, that much more closer to that thing. Or if you put an exact definition or what have you on it, you can get closer to that thing. But I'm just telling you, when you feel that you're doing something or you're trying to accomplish something and it's so difficult, oh my gosh, I can't do it, oh, it's not going to happen, oh, this is too... Stop that, all right? And the reason why you need to stop that is because your mental mindset is taking away from what you can be. So if you've already manipulated yourself mentally that you can't do something, that you won't be something, right? You can't see it, then it's not going to happen. Your vision is going to be blurred. You're just not going to see it, okay? But if you have put it in your mind, like, oh, you know what? I'm going to have an Audi S4 2008, or no, I'm sorry, S5 2008, color, all these things you put in your head. You just see yourself driving. You see yourself in it. Eventually, you're going to get a car. And when you go to get a car, when you think about getting that car, which because things are going to come into your life where you're in a position to get those things or have those things. You're going to have an Audi in your driveway. You're going to be like, wow, where'd that come from? Or you're going to look at yourself in the mirror. You're going to be a person. You look at your body. You're like, I'm almost there. Why? Because you mentally have embraced that in which you want. Okay? So, how can you do this? Simple. All of the outside noise, all of those things, start understanding that in life, you are the main person that matters. All right? You can have a partner, your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, mother, father, all these things will be there. But at the end of the day, the internal feelings, both in your heart, where's my heart, and your brain, okay, are only actually felt by you. You ever think about that? The suffering or any emotion, you may look at a person and be like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was in that state. But that actual feeling that comes over you is only felt by you. It's only experienced by you, unlike anybody else can experience it. Okay? So you know what your limits are. You know where you are with these feelings, these emotions, right? So why put yourself in someone else's place by faking it? Okay, because if you fake it, you're faking something that's not actually going on. But if you embrace something, you're embracing the thought, the knowledge, the new lifestyle that's going to come onto you, okay, here, So therefore, all of these things, like I said, you're the puppet. Okay, this body is a puppet. This is the puppet master. That's going to embrace all of this, and it's going to control everything that thing does. So, start out here, okay? No, awesome sunset. But start here. Tomorrow morning, start being selfish. And be selfish in this way. Not saying that, you're mean to everybody and everything like that. No. Think about what it is that you want to become. Okay, and a lot of people be like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Finally my chance. Cool. But understand, if you want to be a millionaire, you're not going to be able to be a millionaire by hanging around people that are $100-naire or $0-naire. Okay? You're going to actually have to put yourself in positions where you're around people that are millionaires, or you're listening to people that are millionaires and listening to what they're doing to accomplish that goal, to become a millionaire. So, like me, I wanted to be in a certain shape. My cousin, he's here. I'm here. The guy was in Spain. I was in Japan. We had not been in the city. I hadn't seen him since he was like maybe 5 years old, right? The last time I saw him. I'm 42. He's 34. We hadn't seen each other in all those years. But he's a workout freak. He's a gym rat. Right now he's wanting to be a boxer. All these things are happening and coming to my life because of what I've mentally embraced I want to be. So if you mentally embrace something enough, you don't have to tell people about it. Just do it. And it's going to happen. Another thing. My new title, or my new area of expertise that I'm learning and gradually grasping more and more each day is social media marketing. This is something that when I first decided to work online, I knew about social media. I knew how it kind of like worked, and I always thought, like, you know what? It would be cool to control all of this stuff from my phone, from my computer, and just like have people, like contacting me because of my presence, my brand, who I am through social media. I was speaking to a guy when I first came back to New Orleans, and he's like, hey, what do you do career-wise? You know what I told him? And this was before I even really grasped online marketing. I was like, social media. And guess what it is that almost 2 years later, I'm in New Orleans and fully engaged in social media. Guys, mentally embrace that in which you want, okay? And it's going to happen, all right? Because if you mentally embrace it, and that's the main thing, mentally put it in your head, digest it. Once you mentally embrace something, it's going to become a part of you. It's going to become a part of your daily life, all right? So, that's it. That's your start. Stop faking it. Mentally embrace it, all right? George Price here, signing out. Guys, I'll talk to you soon. Wow, it's going to be about 25 minutes or 24 minutes on this video, but I'm going to cut it now. Guys, comment, like this video, share this video. I will link it to Facebook for sure. But I'm going to put it out there for you guys, and I want your friends and everybody to see it, because so many people need to understand that, hey, things that you want in life, they're there for you. You just have to put yourself mentally in a position to get them. All right? Talk to you guys soon. George Price at gprice883 on Twitter, facebook.com/GeorgePrice883, www.georgeprice883.com, Instagram at gprice883. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.